Hey everybody, this is Maxwell with StarDude Outdoors, and today we're going to be taking off the fog light panel and Plasti-dipping the chrome on my 2017 Subaru Crosstrek. Recently, I discovered the joy and the magic that is Plastidip and the different things that you can do with it. I've been watching a lot of videos online, on YouTube, and other places and forums, and seeing all the different things that people can do in their cars with Plastidip, and thought, hey, why not do that with my own car? So I did the front grille of my car and posted up some pictures online, and actually had a bunch of requests from people to show them my technique as well as how to take out some of the panels in the car. So in response to that, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys today how to take off the fog light panel, and then how my technique is as far as how I Plasti-dip the chrome on the fog light panel. The process is fairly simple, and you're only going to need a couple tools. You will need a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, and of course some Plasti-dip. One other tool I forgot to mention you'll probably need is a flashlight, and if you have a floodlight, that will definitely help as well. I'm going to be hand holding my camera here, so it's going to be a little bit jittery, so sorry about that. This is the fog light panel that we're going to be removing. Let's go ahead and get under there and get to it. So as you get down here, you're going to notice a couple of different clips. You have one right here and one right here. And if you never tried this on your own, it's pretty simple and works sort of like a wall anchor, and you can kind of see it right here. So the way it works is you have to pop this piece right here using your flathead screwdriver. Pop it, you'll see it come out, and now that it's loosened up, all you do is just pull it straight out, and boom, just as simple as that. So now let's go ahead and get the second one. A little bit difficult doing this one-handed, but we can do it. Alright, so we got that one out too, and pull it all out together. Sometimes a little bit easier than other time. There we go. So those are the first two you have to do. The next thing you'll notice is over here, a little bit up and to the left, you'll see a screw right there, that Phillips head screwdriver, or Phillips head screw. Now I'm going to back out so you can see it a little bit easier. So this is the whole bottom panel right here, and it's right there. Come on, lighting. There we go. So you can see there's a screw right there. You're also going to need to remove that in order to drop this panel right here. Alright, so I've got my flashlight in place here, so it makes it a little bit easier to see for us. So I got my screwdriver, and I am not a lefty, so here we go. We'll do this anyway. We got this. Alright, and out it comes. Super easy. And that just dropped right there. And now this piece right here is also connected on this side right here, but you're not going to need to take these two clips off over here. So just from right here, just grab one end of it and pull it down. There you go. And right inside there you can see the fog light assembly. So this is the power. We're going to have to remove this. This you just squeeze it right here on the bottom, little clip, and it comes right out. There we go, just like that. And right here on the inner side, you're going to see two more clips. You can see them right there. There's one right here and one up there. You're going to go ahead and just press them in and push forward a little bit. That's not going to take it off, but it's just going to kind of push on the outside a little bit. So let's go ahead and push it. 1 and 2. So now what that does, if we come back out here on the outside, is loosens up this panel right here. So now you can go ahead and stick your fingers right there and just peel it right off. So now you're just going to do this same process to the other side, and then you will be ready to start. Okay, before we begin Plasti-dipping, we're going to go ahead and separate these chrome panels from the plastic frame itself, and that is also a very simple process. On the back you're going to notice a couple of Phillips head screws. We're going to go ahead and remove those screws to allow the chrome panel to come off. Okay, now that we've removed all the screws, you're going to notice that there's one last clip right here that we're going to have to move out of the way. So I found the easiest way to do it is just to go ahead and move this plastic, the black part right here, and just kind of bend it back a little bit. Just push just a little bit, and that will allow the entire chrome piece to just slide right out. Now we do the same to the other side. Alright, before we begin Plasti-dipping, we have to make sure that these surface areas are clean. So as you can see right now, they got smudges, water spots, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and clean it off. I find that using water first, not some kind of chemical-based cleaner like Windex or anything, is better. You don't want to have any residual chemicals on there. And then afterwards, using some isopropyl alcohol would also work great. I find that alcohol prep pads work perfect for this. So let's go ahead and clean it up. Make sure that all your surfaces are clean. Next, get your alcohol prep pad or just some isopropyl alcohol on your towel and wipe it down one more time to give it that perfect clean. Needless to say, make sure you're outside when you're doing this or someplace that's well ventilated. Now you got that nice clean shine. Let's get the other one. Okay, so now they are clean and ready to be painted. So just make sure that they are completely dry. If they're wet, the Plastidip won't stick to it very well, so go ahead and make sure that it's completely dry first. So go ahead and get your Plastidip and shake it up. Okay, that should be pretty good. I purchased the Plastidip at my local hardware store, and when I was there, I found this pretty cool applicator by Reassembling. And this just goes ahead and snaps on right to the top here to make application very easy. Let's see, just snaps on right there, and just by squeezing this trigger, it presses down right there on the applicator and just shoots. So let's go ahead and do a test first of all. Just spray away from your actual area. Make sure it's good. Looks like it's good. Alright, so now as far as the technique goes, in order to get a really good clean surface, you're going to have to do about 4 or 5 coats. For my surfaces, I do 5, and for your initial coat, you're probably going to just give it a quick pass. You don't need to cover the entire thing the first round. Get it about 50 to 60% covered, and then you're going to do the next coat. Now on each consecutive coat, you're going to shoot from a different angle, so that way you get all those different nooks and crannies and edges and areas that you might have missed just by going from one single angle only. So for our first one, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot straight across and give it a nice little coverage. Now you should wait about 10 minutes in between each coating to let it dry a little bit, and then apply your next coat. Alright, let's do the first one. And that's it. Doesn't look like much yet, but that's pretty good to start out with. So now we're going to come back in 10 minutes and put on the next coat. Alright, we're back. So it's been about 10 minutes. Now one thing to note, and it's very important, is that you keep the distance away from the spray bottle to your whatever you're targeting about the same distance every single time. So if you're shooting at about 5-6 inches, keep it consistent. And you don't want to hang on one spot for too long, because then the coat will build up and you'll be inconsistent in your coating process. So make sure it's even strokes, even distance all the way throughout. This time I'm going to shoot kind of an angle from the bottom going up. So let's go ahead and coat this side of it now. Coat 2 is now done. Let's wait 10 more minutes and get on with coat 3. Time for coat number 3. So we're going to go ahead and this time shoot from this angle, capturing all this area up here. Okay, we're gonna let this dry, come back in 10 minutes, and we'll do the fourth coat. All right, 10 minutes has passed. This time I'm gonna come in from a sideways angle in this direction. I'm gonna go move here as well as in this direction. All right, coat number 4 is complete. We're going to go ahead and do one more coat after this, and it'll be just kind of a general spray over the top. And after that, we should be done. We'll let it dry one last time after that and see how they look. Moving on to the 5th and final coat. Alright, that looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and let this dry off for a little bit longer this time, probably about 15 minutes or so. By then it should be good enough to go ahead and touch. So after the 5 coats, it's looking pretty sharp. I think it looks pretty good. Of course the back we didn't get, but that's not an area that we need to really worry about. It's the front part that's going to be showing up. It looks pretty good. I don't think I missed anything here upon review. Everything looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and reassemble the fog lights with these on it, and then we'll go ahead and reattach them to the car. Okay, so I've got the first assembly here, and here's the first part. Remember, we do have that clip right there, so that's just going to slide right in and clip directly into place like that. And as you can see, the color here just matches almost perfectly with the plastic of the actual assembly itself. So now we're going to go ahead and screw everything down and do the same thing to the other one and reattach it. The reassembly process is quite easy. You're just going to get these tabs right here and just put them right inside here and snap it right back into place. So now we've got it there. It's a little hard to do with one hand. Let's see, go ahead and click, click. Okay. So now we're going to go back under there again and snap those snaps into place and get that screw back in that spot one more time, and we'll just be done. Okay, so we're back underneath the vehicle again, and here's the tab that we originally pulled down, the plastic panel. We have to go ahead and reconnect to the power and make sure that everything is snapped perfectly into place. Okay, so now we got to put this part back in place. So what we're going to do is put these little inserts above this bottom plastic piece here, leaving the actual snap holes on the outside. So first push that one up, push up the next one, and let's get the next panel up and the last one up. Alright, so you can see now the holes perfectly match up and line right there, a line right there as well. So we're going to go ahead and get our snaps first. Got our first one, push that in place, and easy as that. So snapped in place, there's the first one. We'll get the second one now, put that there, and snapped. And then finally we have the screw, don't forget that piece, up here on the top. So we got this in there right there, perfect. And that's it, super easy, done. Everything's snapped back into place. And let's go ahead and take a look one more time on the outside. And that looks pretty awesome. Look at that. And that's it, everybody. It's done. Really easy to do and a lot of fun, and definitely adds some more style to your car. I kind of think it looks pretty cool. Well, if you have any comments or questions about the process, please leave them in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like it, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time on StarDude Outdoors.